What's up, guys? We're gonna be working on trying to make some furniture today, and I've already went ahead and made like a little sink kitchenette. It actually turned out really cute. A little ugly in the back though. But honestly, you're not gonna see that's what's gonna be glued right to the wall. And let's see. So I'm thinking. Let's see, for the back panel, I maybe want to make like a little window. I think that'd be kind of cute. Little window, and then like some top cabinets. So that's probably what we're gonna work on today. Not quite positive, but yeah, see it fits right there in the middle. I think so. I do need to make the cabinet where it's nice and tall, so I can kind of push this up a little bit because it kind of wants to naturally dip low. I don't want it to be more like this, so that way the front will fit. So yeah, it doesn't fit flush because of the stuff I put on the back part, unfortunately, like the little curtain rod. But overall, though, it's still looking pretty cute. This is actually, I feel like this is pretty decent, actually, for my first time making something like this. My mom's been wanting me to make this for a long time, but I like didn't know if I had the skills to do it. This is what it looks like when it's all closed up. Like that. Some white yarn. Let me get some blue. And the silver part I will just embroider on with like a chain stitch or something. But I'm thinking like, yeah, just make it, you're not gonna see much of the white anyway. We're just gonna do some color change. I'm gonna do the technique like I did for this window, where we're not gonna go back and forth. Well, I don't know, because this one I go back and forth, because we did do that for this window. I don't know, I'm thinking. Actually, I might want to have some green though, so what green did I choose for this? I don't think I got any more of that, do I? I'm gonna grab some more of that green. I got plenty of it though. Another one of these little chunks. I think I'll just have it more simple and plain, like just not much color change. Also, let me have a quick sip of my iced coffee.
Hot drinks really get
It's a fire night! How you doing? Holy moly, we just got started!
We always have it right away. And a smile and have a nice
What are you guys playing?
day.
Let me, oh, I gotta go on the Twitch. I don't think command's working for issue. Do a little shell code. How's it been going? Oh, and also a new thing, like any like socials you have to find out, you can drop them in chat. I keep forgetting to tell people that who rated. Like you could, like if you got like any like artistic shop, like a coffee shop or Etsy or Shopify, or if you want to share your socials. Even better if you got like one of them Linktree type things. And also, because I hope I'm saying your name right, but thank you so much for a follow. We've been working on this like tiny little caravan, and this is like we finally got the majority of the stuff done. We just got to work on the inside part now. And over the weekend, I worked on a little sink. I even got like a little soap. Wait, hold on. Let me make it so you can see a bit better. There we go. I even like embroidered little bubbles on there to make it look like it was just in use. Got a little classic bar pink soap, and I got like that old-timey like big yellow sponge. I don't really see those much anymore, but I used to see them all the time in like old-timey cartoons and stuff. That's our little sink, and it's gonna go in the middle. And next we're gonna have like some bunk beds there, and then we're gonna have like a little kitchenette area, like a little dining nook, I guess. There we go. Oh, you're doing some art today. It was a very chatty stream tonight. I barely got to sketch it. Oh my god, I know what you feel like, right? Oh, it's always the chatty streams where you barely get anything done. But at the same time, it feels like a successful stream. You know what I mean? There's been streams where I've had a lot of people viewing, but no one's really chatting. But I get a lot of work done, though. But I'm like, was it a successful stream? I always feel like the more chattier ones feel more successful, in my opinion. Then again, like, lurkers count, though, because I know a lot of people sometimes, you know, lurk while they're doing something. Let's see, what are they naturally stiff or do you add something to help? Oh yeah, they have cardboard in them. Or technically like craft paper. It's like the thinnest cardboard I can use. So I have like craft paper I use to cut out for things like, you know, if I want to make my own like little earring cards for my crocheted earrings. And any like leftover I save actually and put in like this like little tub right here. He was on Pistol Shrimp! Oh, we gotta give Pistol Shrimp a shout out. He's also a fellow streamer buddy of ours. I might have to wait a bit because I just gave the Fire Night one, so it might take a bit. So let me get it typed out. I'll try like probably about a minute or so. That should be enough for the timeout to be done. But here's how like what we got done so far, Pistol Shrimp. Oh, I got a little sink made. There's like the inside, we got like 2 little potted plants by the door. We got a window. I'm thinking to add a window just above the sink. That's where like the little coffee cups are gonna hold. Cause I'm gonna make like an upper cabinet. They're gonna have like little hooks that you can put. We're gonna put like little tiny micro crocheted coffee cups on. And also for other things though, let's see. I hope I'm saying your name right, but he's called. I also will use starch. Well, I don't know if you really call it starch. It's technically fabric glue, but depending on how stiff I want it, I'll either just put it on plain, though it will have the slightest white cast if I put it on just as itself. But usually mixing this with a little bit of water, it works wonders if you're like wanting to starch flowers or something. I don't even bother trying to like, I know you can make starch from home with like the cornstarch and stuff, but the problem is, and I think you have to boil it too. The problem is it will go bad. And I'm like, I don't like starch enough stuff at once to like, you know, do all that just to you know, toss it out. It makes sense if you're starching like a bunch of doilies at once or something, because then you can get up, you know, use it all up. But for me, I'm like, that just seems more wasteful. So it's actually cheaper just mixing some water in, I guess like a white base type of fabric glue. Because I have a fabric glue here I cannot do that with. Like this one is clear, so I use that more for like wrapping around wire. Oh, I'm saying it right. Okay, thank goodness. Oh my god, I love your little heart. Oh my god, it's like little coffee beans. That is so cute. Oh, this person wrote it. Oh my god, I got so many cute little coffee emotes. And I need to get more coffee emotes. I don't really have that many. I think I just got the one. I should be able to give Pistol Shrimp a shout out. I'm really happy with how this is turning out though. It is a little scuffed when I tried closing it because of the curtain rod. I think I probably should have also crocheted this edging more. I only did 1 row. I should have done it like at least like 3 or 4 rows, I think. But I was just so done with it. I was like, okay, I really want to move on to making the furniture. If I had like probably done a couple more rows, I'm actually debating. Should I attempt to try to crochet on that? I don't know, because there's some glue here that might make it difficult. And I've already like sewn on this little thing, so it might be impossible to crochet right here. So I don't know, I guess it is what it is. But we use like the little skylight. It's even got little plastic in it. You can see like the shine from the reflection from the sun, because it's like really sunny here. We did that for the windows, but I did not do it for the inside part because I felt like it would have made it too thick. I'm hoping this is doing good. Ooh, gonna get some food. Oh yes, definitely do your after stream self-care. Get the munchies, take a rest, because I know you're probably sleepy too. Your girl, actually, I just got up from a nap. That's why I'm streaming a teensy bit late. It's sad because today I was finally up enough where I could actually I could have started streaming a bit earlier. But when I had everything all set, it just hit me. I'm like, oh god, I need a nap. Because I had to go to the market today after the gym, and it's like, this weather just drains my energy. Like, I don't really need naps that much when it's the winter time or when it's colder, but my god, in summer, I need naps to function properly. To be fair though, I did wake up at 5:30 and I tried to go back to sleep, but I couldn't. So that's probably also why I'm a little bit extra tired today. Ooh, right, I'm a big coffee fan. Oh my god, look at those little cute little coffees. And a little spinning takeout cup. I love the little coffee pot, because actually that's what I have is my little redeems, or like a little pixelated coffee pot I made myself. So most of my emotes, it used to be most of my emotes were I made, but now I've like now the majority of them I've just purchased them, because like I don't have time to do graphic design like I used to. I have too much stuff I want to crochet. I think I have, let's see, is this a don't know if I made this sub one or not. I think it is sub. Where am I? Oh, there we go. I don't know why it was showing me like regular emotes, like from like Microsoft, like that. I was like, where are the Twitch emotes at? I don't know. I just added finger face, and it's like changed my emote layout on PC, so it's getting a little hard getting used to. I'm like, where is anything anymore? Oh, where are my emotes? Oh, here we go. Yeah, I have this one right here, like the little Now this is actually funny because I call this my logo, but I know to you guys you see a red coffee cup logo because that's just for I made that one specifically for Twitch, but for my YouTube and everything else, it's the yellow coffee cup. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to bonk the mic. And I even like crocheted my little logo right there. I think I had another one, but I put the shine on like the wrong side or something. Like I had put the little shine, I think, on this stuff, but I don't know what I did with it. I may have given it away actually, now that I think about it. Let's see, we're about to start. I'm like debating how would I do about this. I think if I'm gonna add green, then I'm gonna just do where I just do every row, like I cut off and rejoin. That's what I did for this one, because like going back and forth will make your color change look ugly as shit. I'm not gonna lie. Back and like in the round, color change looks pretty good, but my god, crocheting back and forth, it just looks hideous. So there's like a cool technique you could do where you could just like do one row, cut off and rejoin, but I didn't really have to do a lot of sewing because as soon as I get to the middle, I would actually bring that previous yarn tail around and just crochet over it, so I hardly had to sew anything up, thankfully. Let's see how long to make this, because I don't want to make it too long because I'm gonna have to do a single crochet edge, which is where like I crochet on the sides. Because always the sides of back and forth crochet don't always look that great. See, I was like, what was that? I like heard Discord, but that was a different stream or a different server. Let's see. What do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 10 should be enough. Let me see. Ah, shoot. That will make it technically 9. I don't want to make it too long. Ooh, Let's make it 8. And it'll technically be 7. I also want to make this backing strong enough that it can push this up a bit, because this tends to, you can see how it's like sagging a little bit, like it wants to be more like an oval. I want it to be more upwards, like the height of the door. I'm thinking to do is I'm going to put like some paneling in there, kind of really push it upwards, and this is just going to cover it. Basically the second set of cabinets, and it's like little, what do they call it? Like the area behind the sink, they usually have like little hooks for your like, or like the drying rack area. I forgot what they call it. I don't know if that's a specific name or not, but like that back flash kind of area. So this is gonna have like a nice little window. Yeah, this is gonna be for my mom. It's gonna be her Christmas present. She's been really wanting me to make her a little tiny crochet caravan for a very long time. I finally felt like I had the skills for it, because I think before I was kind of thinking like, oh my god, how am I gonna make all the tiny details? But now that I've been getting better at crocheting with thread, I'm a little bit more comfortable. Like this right here, what I'm working with, this is my comfortable zone right here. This is just slitted yarn. It's literally just one ply of worsted weight yarn, and it's much easier to work with. But when I have to work with thread, 'cause I have embroidery floss right here. And I'll use this one right here, this like 1.6 millimeter hook. You see like the difference in thickness. Right, like it's much different. Like this is the floss. This is so much easier to work with. Is this my usual streaming time? Technically yes and no. Like, I usually don't start this late. Usually it's supposed to start at like 2. But I don't know, this summer it's been really difficult trying to start early though, because me and Mr. Coffee have been going to the gym. And it's just so hard trying to get everything done that needs to get done in the home, and to stream on time. So, because I desperately need a nap from coming outside, because I don't know, this heat is just zapping all my energy. Plus, also, my mother-in-law is gonna come visit, so I've been trying to deep clean the home. I try to do as much cleaning as I can during the day. Even though that's really hard, though, because, like, it is, like, every time I try to clean, I need to wear a sweatband. That's how hot it is. And there's no AC unit in the, like, main part of the apartment. There's only one in here, and the one we bought ourselves in the bedroom. Because usually most Korean apartments will have at least one AC unit in one room. Usually, it's weird because it's usually either in the living room or in the master bedroom. And this one they set up in the master bedroom, which I'm kind of glad, because it would kind of suck if there's no AC in here. But me and Mr. Coffee don't really spend much time in the living room. It's like a very small area. It barely fits a couch and a TV, like the little living room area. So this was like the better choice, but it does kind of suck though when I'm doing housework, because it's like, my goodness, it's too hot. Okay, so I guess this is where I would cut off and just rejoin. Actually, I probably should, at least. Yeah, slip stitch. Probably better. You basically just keep cutting and rejoining. I'm gonna do 2 rows of white before I start the... what do you call it? Before I start blue. I'm gonna embroider the, like, with a chain stitch, I'm gonna embroider the windowsill, because I feel like that would be too much trying to crochet it. Yeah, but normally I would be live at this time. Just, it would be usually near the end of our stream, because normally I start like 2 p.m. It is 4:39 p.m., so almost 4:40. Because usually we end the stream when Mr. Coffee gets home, or sometimes Mr. Coffee does some cooking, so we can like stream a bit longer while he's cooking. He usually needs the computer after work to do, and ironically, to do more work most of the time. Like, it's, I don't know why, but the European marketing director at his work always contacts him right when it's time to eat dinner or something, because like he's in France, so it's like the time zone thing. And it's just like, bro, let my husband eat his damn dinner. He's ruthless. Let's see. Oh, you're from the East Coast. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, so I'm Central. But just now, I'm in South Korea right now, so it's like, well, I'm on a complete different time zone. Let's see. Oh yeah, super late for a Sunday night, so not sure how often I'll be able to catch you. Oh, that's a good thing then, because that means, because usually my normal stream time would actually probably be better for you. Because it would be a bit earlier. Because from, it always sucks though for East Coast, I feel like. I always feel bad for East Coasters, because like one of my mods is in the East Coast, and they usually say it's like 1 a.m. I think when I normally start, or like midnight. Oh my god, how late is it for you actually? Is it almost 3 a.m. there? Because yeah, I think usually near end of stream, Bullets for Brunch, my mod from the East Coast, will usually say it's like 3 a.m. I feel like it must be. Must be late. Then again, we do have quite a bit of late night gremlins in chat sometimes. Oh my god, it's almost 4 a.m. Oh my god. Good lord. I guess, yeah, today. Well, at least it's Sunday. Wait, is it Sunday to... Oh, then it's Sunday... Wait, did you say it's Sunday night or Sunday morning? Let's say... Oh yeah, I guess it is, yeah, Sunday night, because it's Monday for me. Oh no, hopefully I don't have anywhere to be up in the morning. Oh wait, Okay, let's do one, but I'm gonna switch to white. I mean, switch to blue. Let me undo this. I almost forgot I wanted to color change this round. Oh no, right, Sunday night, Monday morning, yeah. I also swear, it's like the weeks are going by so fast. I'm like, wasn't it just last weekend? Like this week went by so fast and it's driving me batty. I'm like, this year has gone by so fast. Like, I'm like, wasn't it just like January, like 2 seconds ago? Like, spring and summer have just melted by. Like, usually the summer drags on for me, but actually this summer's been going by pretty fast in an eerie way. Like, I kind of wish it would slow down. I'm not ready for fall yet. I mean, I love fall, but the problem is though, you know, like I'm trying to sell my crochet items, and usually you want to use the summer to, you know, make stuff to put on your shops and things, right? Because it's usually the slow season, and usually the fall, like around October, is usually when the Christmas buying starts. And I'm like, I am so unready. I have like nothing to put. Because I've been trying to work on Christmas gifts. Because my husband has one more conference in America, in what do you call it? In San Diego in October. And I'm like, I want to try to get them all done, but I don't know if I will though. I might have to send them in January. He usually at least has a conference usually in January, so I might wait. But usually it's better though to send them when he goes to America. It's, yeah, I don't know why, like most stuff when I send abroad, like you never know if USPS, like they've already lost like 2 to 3 packages of mine already. I'm just kind of fed up with them at this point. And usually when I send the crochet gifts, I usually send like a big package to my parents' home, like all at once. Let's see. Oh no, I forgot to hold on. I forgot to crochet over this yarn tail over here. That's also important. I do not want to sew that up. That's the only problem. This does become like a tangled mess. Okay, where's my working white yarn that I'm going to switch to? Okay. And drop these 2 yarn tails. I don't need to crochet over them. And let's crochet over this one. Let's make sure our house is leaking. Ah, I swear I keep dropping everything. Alright, yeah, it feels the same. This year's flown by, and also the South Korea does daylight savings. I think they used to, but I think they got rid of it. I'm kind of glad though, because like this whole like clock changing thing, I feel like it just causes more stress than it really should. Right, like how many times has like the whole clock changing thing caused people to be like late for something? I'm kind of glad they did away with it. I think, did Tennessee do away with it? I think Tennessee did away with daylight savings, because I remember we used to have to. I think in the recent years we didn't they got rid of it. Okay, that's looking good. It's a little bit shorter, which is what I want, because we're gonna do a single crochet edge. It's gonna extend the color by 1 more row on each side. It's looking Gucci. So let's go ahead and cut off all these gosh darn yarn tails, because they're really just everywhere. Okay. And I'm also nervous too, because I recently sent a package to Australia, and so far I've actually had no trouble with Australia Post. But I'm waiting for Oz Cayman to get back to me. I hope it said it delivered, but he hasn't said anything yet. So I sent him an email like, hey, did it arrive safely? And he hasn't said anything back yet. I'm like, ooh, because he told me he didn't. The mailing address he sent me was not his like home address. It was like his work. So I'm hoping his work like kept it well for him. I hope no one took it. But let's keep our fingers crossed. What was I gonna do? Oh, I want to go ahead and sew up this This is like the working tail from the chain. I'm just gonna go ahead and sew it up. But I've been trying to think of things I should put on the coffee page. Slash also I really need to start putting some stuff on my neighbor's smart store. That's I don't want to call it's not really Amazon because really Coupang is really more like Amazon here. But you can open a store for free here in Korea if you got a business license, and it's called Neighbor Smart Store. I do think you pay a fee though. Thankfully you don't have to pay to list items, but you do pay a fee on like when you make a sale. And I have like heavily neglected it because we're gonna probably move back to the States in about a year or so. So I've had like zero motivation to try to like market myself and sell on there. Because like, I have no idea how I'm gonna do the taxes, honestly. I haven't sold a thing on there, like no one really sees anything on there. I'm like thinking maybe I should put some stuff and see if any fish bite. That's why I've been putting more effort into putting stuff on the coffee page because I'm gonna move back to the States anyway. And I can't. On one hand, it's like I'm sad because I still want to live here for as long as I can, but at the same time, I kind of can't wait because I do kind of miss cheaper domestic shipping. Because so far, USPS has not done me wrong with domestic shipping. It's only been international shippings where they seem to drop the ball. I remember my first time I sent my first package internationally. It was me and my streamer friend Benanive. She's a miniature clay artist, and we were doing an art trade. And I had made these cute strawberry hair clips for her. And here's the thing, I didn't even pick the cheapest shipping. No, I actually upgraded to EMS. So I could have sent by air mail for like I think like $29, but there would have been no tracking. I'm like, oh no, we want tracking. And so it bumped up to $35. I should have put insurance on it, honestly. So we did launch an investigation on at least the Korea side, and I actually asked the lady, like, did I do anything wrong? Because I did not put her phone number on there, to be fair, because I did not know Benanive's phone number. I did put her, did I even put her email? No, I don't even think I put her email address. I just put her name, because, you know, like, back then, I didn't think you needed someone's, like, phone number and email address to be able to mail a letter or a package, right? Like, usually you just need their name and address, and that's it. But apparently having the phone number is what helps it clear customs or some bullshit. I feel like that's cap though. I think it's really just so they can contact them if they need to pay for I think like a fee or something, like what, import fee or something. I think that's all they really need the phone number for. But yeah, we double checked, and I had already mailed to her before actually, because the first thing I mailed to her before was actually domestically. So I knew her address was correct. So it wasn't like, oh, it's my first time mailing to her house and maybe she just sent me the wrong address. Nope, the address was correct. Her name was correct. Everything was correct on there. They just lost it. Those poor hair clips are floating around somewhere in Carson, California, rotting away in a warehouse. Be like, oh, this mini's supposed to be popular with the dollhouse crowd. Oh, the thing is, I haven't even thought about making maybe stuff for dollhouse stuff because I know they're very particular when it comes to sizing. That's actually the reason why I have not jumped into making stuff for dollhouse. I've been thinking about it because they do sell for a high price, especially the stuff where I can make with thread. Because like, I've made tiny things. I've been getting better at it. Like here's like a cupcake, for example. I know you can't see it. Let me wake up my mouse. There we go. Like here's like the tiniest piece of food. So this I think might be small enough, I think, maybe for a dollhouse scale. I don't know, it still could be possibly too big for all I know. But I know they're very, very particular. I need to like learn what the scaling is, like the sizing. Because they go by like a ratio, and I don't know, they'll be like something 12ths, and I'm like, I don't know what it means. I'm very bad when it comes to numbers and math. That's kind of one of the reasons why I've avoided it. But I really should probably try to learn so I can because that probably will be more of a moneymaker for me. And my mom used to try to make things for doll houses as well, because she also did polymer clay. just like what Benny did. Also, do I have the same amount of stitches? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hey, okay, I don't know why it looks weird here. Wait. No? I don't know why it looks funky here. I think I may have skipped a stitch. Let me undo this round real quick. Oh, okay, so there's various ratio dollars. So I gotta probably find the ratio that'll be best for me. That won't be like too crazy. There's even some stuff I've been like, even making that cupcake was difficult. Yo, welcome in, Money's Toast. How you doing? Also, speaking of toast, I literally just had a piece of toast before I started stream. I had a nap and I was a little bit hungry, but I wanna. But it's getting too close to dinner times because it's like 4 something. I was like, what couldn't tide me over? So I had a piece of toast. But we're working on a little kitchenette thingy for our little caravan. But yeah, I probably do need to research into how to scale my things down because that would be super invaluable, honestly. Gonna make dollhouse stuff because they sell for a lot. Like it's like probably the money maker. Because the sad thing is I usually do things like keychain size items. That's what I didn't even call myself a micro crocheter for the longest time. I call myself more of a miniature crocheter. Because I wouldn't work with thread, I would still work with yarn, but I would just use 1 ply of it. So I could use my 1.4 millimeter hook, because most micro crocheters use like a 0.5 or a 0.6 or 0.7 something. Now I can though with the embroidery floss. I got a tulip 0.6 millimeter, and that has made the difference. I will say though, Maddie, you should try again because crochet is so much fun. To be fair, I had a hard time with crochet as well. If you have anyone in your community that can like help teach you, because sometimes it's just hard to do it like by yourselves. Like you sometimes need someone right there to show you what to do. This is our little caravan we're working on. It's like something you can like open up, and we got like the little window area. And where's my little kitchen sink? I'm working on the little kitchen area first because I want something I can like kind of use to push this up a bit more, because I think the paneling's a bit weak. So it keeps wanting to like become more like a long oval when I want to be more like upright this, because it needs to match the door. If it's like this, it's like a, you know, mixed match, right? So I need it more like that. Let's see, and also thank you for the follow. I almost missed that. Oh, so yeah, I just couldn't figure it out to my sister next to me. She's very good at— oh, so your sister crochets, okay, but I just couldn't understand. Actually, it is kind of sometimes hard to wrap your brain around it. I will say though, maybe you're just actually a knitter at heart. Like, there's one thing, it's really funny. A lot of times people who find out they try to crochet, but they're really bad at it, end up actually being excellent knitters, and then vice versa. People who start out with knitting, and they're not really that good at it, and they kind of give up, but they actually find out they're really good at crochet. And then, of course, there's the special unicorns that are, like, amazing at both. Looking at you, Drooby Zoo, and Crochet Me Zaddy. They're both excellent at both. I think, actually, Drooby Zoo started with knitting, so he's able to do some kind of, like, really weird single-hand crochet technique. And I'm like, dang, it's like, he can use that as a party trick, because, like, I've never seen anyone crochet with a single hand. Like, I don't know how he does it. Let's see. Undo this real quick. We need to fix this. Let me just take out this blue entirely. It's gonna be too short. But we're trying to make like the little window sill area. I'm trying to do some color change for window, but yeah, this technique is a bit strange. Actually, let me undo. Can I undo it? There we go. That's better because that's too short to really work with. Because I've already cut the yarn tails, so it's kind of impossible. And the cool thing though is like actually about knitting is that you can actually still kind of do amigurumi in a sense. Just you have to learn how to do. It does look hard though. Like you have to like use I think like what 3 to 4 knitting needles to make. They call it knitgurumi. But it is really cute though, like it actually has like a really sweet style, like it has like its own unique charm. Like knitgurumi is really adorable. The only thing is you probably do need more stuffing though. At least with crochet, it can sometimes usually hold its own shape and you don't need as much stuffing, but with knitgurumi, the piece is completely empty and like looser. Like it's not as stiff as like amigurumi crochet is. So usually you have to like give it shape by stuffing a lot more. I don't know why is this being stubborn. But also, what kind of crochet though did she try to teach you? Did she try to teach you like back and forth crochet? Which I would still probably say, even if you're gonna do amigurumi, it is always still good to learn back and forth crochet. Because a lot of times you need to like make little things for your amigurumi. But you could always try learning the round maybe that would like be a bit easier. Because learning how to crochet in the round's a lot, probably, actually in my opinion, probably easier. Because actually it can get really confusing when you're like turning your work back and forth, because it can make the stitches look a bit different when you turn the other way. Okay, like a basic line. Yeah, then maybe try with a YouTube tutorial and try like, I don't know, unless your sister knows how to crochet in the round, like have her try teaching in the round first maybe, because sometimes doing the back and forth thing can be a bit challenging because you don't know what you're really looking at just yet. At least when you're crocheting in the round, everything's on the same like surface, like you're not flipping your work back and forth, so everything like keeps looking the same, I should say. Yeah, it can be a bit of a mind twirl because it's like you don't really know. It does take some time. I do feel like crochet does have a bit of a learning curve to it that does take a while to get used to. But I feel like that once you get it though, then it becomes like second nature. And I've been doing like crochet, at least regular crochet, since what was it? I think like 2007. I think it was like 11 or 12 when my grandma taught me. Technically I was 11 when I started because that's when I got the kit. It was like for Christmas of 2006. Then Christmas of 2007, I was visiting my grandma, and she saw I was struggling trying to read the little pamphlet thing. And back then they used like illustrations. I feel like I needed like actual pictures. I think would have been better. But yeah, they had these little illustrations that I could not understand what the heck I was looking at. And she literally tossed the handbook out. She's like, "No, hon, let me show you how it's really done." Oh, I miss that woman. She was so funny. She was my hillbilly grandma. That was like her little nickname. Like everyone else called her Grandma Pat, but we called her Grandma Sugar Booger because that was like the name of her dog, and we just called her that ever for like the longest time, and she thought it was funny. Yo, what's up, Small Percy? How you doing? We are doing good. We're just making trying to make the little window area that's gonna go under like the little sink kitchenette thing. Pull it a bit tighter. Okay, that looks a bit better. I think what happened is I had crocheted through the wrong stitch or something, so it looked really weird last time. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off. Oh, you're decent at drawing though. oh, actually, then you could probably like, maybe like work with do you like do any digital art? So with digital art, actually that opens like a lot of doors for you. I feel like with graphic design, and also like if you wanted to, you could always like make your own like little stationery shop on Etsy. One of my favorite YouTubers is named Catnip Studios. I love her studio vlogs and just seeing all her cute characters she designs. Granted, I guess you do need like a printer or something to actually make the sticker sheets. That's probably another can of worms you gotta deal with. It sucks because I kind of can do a little bit of digital art, but like I'm not that good at it because I don't put much practice into it anymore at all. Because I decided to give more time to my crochet. Oh, let me show you our little sink though. Oh my god, I keep yawning. That nap did not suffice. I probably should have napped for longer, but then I wouldn't have been able to stream though. But I made the little sink though, Percy, over what do you call it? The weekend. There we go. You can see like the little soap. I actually embroidered little French knots in like a light pink and a little bit of white to kind of make it look like bubbles. And we made like one of those big classic big old sponges, yellow sponges. I always see those a lot in like old cartoons and games. Oh, I gotta make sure I crochet real both these yarn tails. That's the beauty of this technique, is that you just kind of lock them in by crocheting over them, so you don't have to actually sew them up. Alright, there we go. It's looking good. Probably just need a few, maybe 2 more rows with the blue, and I think that'll be enough for the window, because it's just supposed to be like a small little window, nothing too big. Actually, I'm gonna see if I can just keep the blue on. I kind of hate having to rejoin it. Let's see. worries, Princess. How you doing? Well, let me show you the little progress we got done so far. We've been working on the little caravan, and now we're trying to make the little kitchenette thingy. Oh, wait, let me finish this round real quick. Uh-oh. I hate when I try to like crochet over some yarn tails and it wants to like bring the color through to the other side. I'm like, no, don't do that. Wait, where's my working yarn?
Wait, did I?
Some coffee? You want to go get some coffee?
Oh no, I didn't even crochet over my working yarn. Well, never mind. Me. I'll do that real quick. And X Tequila, welcome on in. Thanks so much for the follow. Also, we need to give Werebears a quick shout out real quick. Because they're also a fellow streamer of ours and another fellow crocheter. But here's like the little kitchen sink we're working on. What do you call it? I'm basically gonna add like a little back, like a little tiny window, and we're gonna have some upper cabinets. I even like embroidered some like tiny little dots to kind of look like soap bubbles. I even made one of those classic giant yellow sponges. There we go. And it's a little scuffed because it doesn't quite close all the way because like the curtain rod kind of blocks it. I should have done a couple more rounds, honestly, but I just wanted the door to be thin, so I didn't want to do any more of the going back and forth. I should have though, honestly, because then it probably would have made it look a bit cleaner. It looks good from the front though once we close it up, and I can close it on the skylight. I was gonna originally put like a button or something, but I'm like, I kind of want it to be like a detail though of the actual caravan. I felt like that would have been more fun and kind of nifty. So yeah, it closes because of the skylight, and I put like a little plastic panel for the skylight as well as the window. Oh, the Gags Tequila! I know, yeah, a lot of people have told me it's like very relaxing. I'm kind of glad I bring the cozy vibes. It's kind of funny because I know we've had some streams where we've gotten a little bit chaotic, but usually for the most part they're usually like pretty relaxing and cozy. I always tell if people want crochet chaos, go over to 9.5. You will find it there. But it's like a really good chaos, like the fun kind of chaos. I remember even one time, poor 9.5 was trying to have like a cozy stream when she was dressed as her character called Barbara Ross, so it's like the female version of Bob Ross, and she was trying to like have like that kind of like calmness of Bob Ross, right? And like her entire stream was trying so hard with sound alerts and stuff to like make her stream chaotic again. And have her break character. Let me undo this real quick. I forgot to crochet over my freaking working yarn. Okay, there we go. Make sure I go over every piece. Oh, you're back. We're almost getting kind of done with this little window thing. Pull that over a little bit. I'll probably want to do maybe one more round because a little bit will be covered by probably some chain stitching for like the window seal. Okay, which one is the real yarn? Because one of these is a yarn tail and I don't want to crochet over that anymore. Okay, there we go. Now I can switch color. This is what it's looking like so far. It's gonna go in the back. Let's see. Oh, I forgot I was gonna do some green. shoot, because I really don't want to frog all this. Oh well, I guess we'll just have this plain blue. I was gonna add some green to make it look like grass, but I'm like, there's really not really a lot of room, honestly. But oh my god, I cannot stop yawning though. This heat has just zapped all my energy. I can't wait for fall. Like, I can and can't. It's like, on one hand, I want fall weather to be here, but I don't want it to be fall just yet. I want to be able to put some things, I need to get, like, start making like Christmas things too. It's like, right, like, isn't like, usually summer's supposed to be when, you know, businesses make their product, like, at least for handicraft, right? It's like the slow season. I always forget too. Hey Natalie, how you doing? We're making a little back window for a little kitchenette we're making for the little caravan. So when the coffee cups are hanging down, they're gonna like hang down kind of slightly from the window. We're about to do our last row of the blue, and then we could just finally do white all the way through. Like, oh, how do you have the patience for this? My attention span is so bad. To be fair, my grandma's always told me when I grew up, I was like, I've always a very patient person. And it's funny because I actually have ADHD, but not I have like more the inattentive type. So I'm always kind of lost a little bit in La La Land most of the time. It does help though to have like, usually though when I'm crocheting, like not during stream, I'll actually have a little something playing. Also, can I know how to pull this more taut? I guess I can't. Oh well. I usually have like, I'm listening to something or I'm watching something. That's like the great thing with crochet, is that you can kind of like watch something while you're doing it. Like, granted, you probably won't see most of what's going on because you'll be looking at your crochet. That's actually why I usually prefer like more of a podcast kind of thing. I watch like a lot of true crime YouTube, so you don't really have to like look at it constantly. You can just kind of like look it up, because most of the time you're just looking at the person who's speaking. But every once in a while they'll show like a photo from like the case file or something. You just like look up for 2 seconds to see what they're showing. And also, like, oh my god, Reddit stories have been like a godsend as well. Like those like, am I the a-hole? Like, I love Mark Narrations, I love Marky Industries, I love Genre. I love those kind of YouTube videos. They're really great for like listening to while you're cleaning, doing work, and or crocheting. Alright, now I can cut off these yarn tails. Thing is, I think I might eventually do, I don't know, should I do any back and forth? Probably not actually, because it will mess up with, because like the texture is different when you do only one direction. It looks nicer actually, because it kind of looks no different than amigurumi. If I also start doing back and forth right now, it would kind of mess up the look. Ooh, right, yeah, I usually have a podcast on, or like an audiobook. Oh my god, audiobooks. I love audiobooks. I would listen to so much like Gene Ku's audiobooks, and I listened to all The Witcher, except the one last book, Season of Storms. I need to finish that. I kind of paused it for a bit. They're very long. And I also felt kind of lost when I was listening to it, because I need to like look up when exactly the timeline is, because I know Season of Storm is like Because technically the other books are the actual series, and the series is done. Apparently, Season of Storms is supposed to be like, it has spoilers in it, so that's why they recommend that you read it last, but it's like usually before the end. So I kind of want to Google like, when is this timeline supposed to be? Because I'm a little bit lost. I was like, I don't know where in time this story is supposed to be. Like, how old is Siri in this, like, in this book? Is she like, did the lost at then up? Like, is she still there? Was it before that incident? You know, like, I don't know. So I want to like Google like, when exactly is this like, this book's timeline supposed to be, at least when it started out at, like, is it before he meets Siri or after she meets Siri? It seems like it was almost before. He didn't really mention Siri much in like the first few chapters. Like, it looks like you're using literal needles. This one at least isn't too stabby, but actually my tiny one, that thing that's I think actually broken skin on me before. I had actually stopped with the tiny crochet. This is when I was kind of practicing to get a little bit better with it. And it actually literally right here, because that's usually where my needle hits. I usually hold my work at the back of my my middle finger to kind of keep it stable so I can get the hook through the stitch. I think I even have like a little scar right there now. Yeah, it actually cut the skin. I almost did it a second time, but this time I stopped before it could break skin again. And it sucked too, because like literally, like even wearing a band-aid, it was too sore. Where'd that hook go? I just had it earlier showing it. I don't know what I did with it. Oh, here it is. But yeah, like you can't even really see the head. This one's a 0.6 millimeter. To be fair, it did take me a long time to get to this point though. I kind of started with sport weight yarn back in 2015. What I'm working with now is a bit bigger, so you can see like the size difference. So I'm working with like a 1.4 millimeter. See like the size difference? Like this one's like, the pink one's much bigger. This is the one I use for a thread. Like see. Yeah, they're very tight. And this one's also inlined. Inlined means there's like a deep cut in there, which usually for most crochet you don't really want it to be inlined, but you do for the thread though, because it kind of hooks onto it. And here's also like the tiniest like little cupcake I've made. All this is made with embroidery floss. Like yeah, right here you can see like the difference. This is yarn that I've split myself from my worsted weight yarn. Now, not all yarn will split, unfortunately, like only some brands do, but here's like the difference. Like here's like the embroidery floss, and then here's like the yarn. So this is much easier to work with. This is like my comfort zone now. This is still a bit challenging for me for certain things, but I'm getting a lot better at it though. I will say though, if you ever do want to dabble into micro crochet, flowers are the best way to get started with it. That's what I kind of did. I only used to use the embroidery floss only for flowers. That was like the only thing I could really crochet tiny. There we go. It's like I'm trying to grab the little knob to turn on the focus, but it's like they're so tiny and I'm like squinching over at my computer screen. Hello, Blazarla, how you doing? Oh right, I've done that and it sucks. Yeah. It can be quite difficult. Especially like right, like when you've like got like a little wound on your finger. I always feel like, oh, I need to stop and wait for my fingers to heal before I can crochet again. Or else I just end up doing more damage. I'm crocheting a little back window for our little tiny kitchenette, the Caravan. That's what we got done so far. So we got like a little window. And I thought about attaching it to it, but then I realized I don't need to, because literally I can just like put some cardboard behind it, glue that in there, and then just glue this in place. Like that's what I'm gonna basically do. think we just need to do one. Actually, wait, no. I probably should keep going. I forgot the coffee cups are gonna hang behind this, so. You see how long this is real quick. Gonna put the kitchen sink down. Oh, actually, no, just one more round would be good, because, like, then the cabinet will hide the rest. And do one more. We're basically doing what we where we crochet only in one direction. Like, we're not turning our work. We're actually gonna like stop and rejoin. I thought like technically I could probably like turn my work and substitute the front stitches, but like that would just kind of waste yarn though. Well, I don't know. Maybe on something small like this, I might consider that. I think for like a bigger item, then it would be like it would probably use up my yarn a bit too much. But that would be kind of a nice way to kind of get back without having to cut and rejoin. Let's see. Oh, and I just got here for the first time in a while. But do you have any, some color choices? But I'm struggling with a gradient indecision has been kicking my butt. What kind of colors you got at the moment though? And like what kind of piece are you making? And also like what colors you got available? Is it like are you like kind of going for a summery vibe, or are you like getting stuff ready for fall? Yeah, I know sometimes it can be hard to decide like what to work with your gradient. I usually just go by with whatever yarns I have available. I think if I knew what the piece was though, and what the vibe of the piece would be, I could probably like come up with like maybe a neat color choice. Okay, now I'm just gonna go ahead and give it a single crochet round or whatever, so that way the edges will be nice and clean. Because yeah, with back and forth crochet, even if we didn't technically go back and forth, the edges always be looking ugly on these things. Okay, so I'm making a snake that goes from black or midnight to sunset colors. Oh, and adding in yellow. Picture what I have so far in other relevant colors. Oh, we have a phone Discord. I would say actually probably the midnight blue would look good with the sunset colors, because like I feel like black, it'll kind of end up looking like the German flag a little bit. But I feel like with midnight blue it'll look really pretty. And actually we did blue with orange and I got a little bit of yellow in here, but you can kind of see here's what it would like turn out like. Like here's blue, though your blue might be a bit darker. But I did like a gradient of like one row of red, one row of orange, and one of yellow to kind of look like a sunset. And I felt like it looked really nice with the blue. Like it really pops. But yeah, I feel like if you do black, it's gonna look like the German flag. Oh, is it? I think this is yours. The sun glare on the computer screen is too huge. Didn't help, please. I think this is. It looks like a snake's face. It's kind of like a little uwu. It's like red with yellow eyes. Is that yours? That's kind of cute though. It looks really nice with the gray, actually. That red. Oh, it's in Crochet Cafe. Although I'm looking at someone else's piece, and I also thought that because their little item does look like a snake too. Crochet Cafe. Oh, okay. I do like that blue though. Yeah, that little midnight blue. And maybe I see you got I think a purple in there. Like yeah, sneak that lighter purple in between the pink maybe. Yeah, that shade of blue looks kind of nice. Maybe you start at the tip of it with black, going into the blue, then I think that'll be fine. I was thinking like going straight from black to like, orange and yellow. That would look too much like the German flag to me. Oh yeah, if you start with the tip of it being black, that'll probably actually help add some gradient to it. Honestly, those colors are kind of pretty nice, especially the purples. They really seem to match well with the what do you call it, with that midnight blue you got there. Like you got like 2 different shades of midnight blue, I think, or is that like a darker purple? It's hard for me to tell. I'd be like, right, yeah, I'm not going for the German flag. Right, yeah, that would look too weird. Thankfully though, by using the blue, the black will be far enough from the orange, so I think you'd be fine. That would actually look kind of cool, actually, having the head of the snake being black. And then, like, maybe part of the head start being blue and the rest of the body will start changing the colors. I think that would look kind of nice. Let's see. Okay, so it's more like a royal blue. Lighting is kind of weird. Oh, I hate that, right? Like, when you try to show someone the color of your yarn, and, like, when you take a picture of it, it just looks so wrong. And you're kind of terrified people are going to think, like, what? That's not that yarn. And it's just like, no, just the picture's off. Oosh, I hope I'll have enough white left, because like this is almost done. I only have this much left right here. But I was thinking, cause I see you got 2 light pinks. Is that maroon? I feel like I see a maroon in there, but I feel like it'd be better to go from the purple. Like so, after you do the blues, and you would probably put in. Not dark. That might be a dark purple I'm looking at. It might be. It's just so hard to tell from here. I see you got like 2 shades of pink, so probably. Best is go from the light purple to the light pink and then like the medium pink, then into the orange and yellow. I feel like that'll probably flow nicely. And actually, probably what I recommend too is actually just do like a quick swatch, like a really short, like a little tiny miniature scarf, and just kind of play with it. That's probably the best way to do it, is just kind of see it before you actually start working on the crocheted piece itself. Like play with like a little swatch and see if you like it. Maybe play around like opting some colors in, opting some out. See which one you like better. Let me go grab some real quick. I'm going to go add some more ice to my coffee. Oh, that's gonna be really cool. Yeah, I'm bordering the constellation at the end. Right, oh, okay, I put the lighter purple in between the other purple and pink, and it already looks so much better. Thank you for the help. Oh, you're very welcome. I know sometimes we really need to like, wait, he's asked, oh, Mr. Cox is asking me, did the meat own a fridge? Okay, hold on, go check on that. Alright. But yeah, the meat feels like it's too frosty. It was nice and squishy. Alex is ground pork. That's good because Mr. Coffee's gonna make us some mapo tofu tonight. It's been a while actually. And now my coffee's a little bit nice and cold again because like all the ice had melted, so I'm going to go put some more in it. Oh, will we make this round of yarn chicken? I think we will, but it's gonna get like really difficult. Like this is all I got left. Ah. Let's see. Oh, that's the Pokemon community game countdown. Oh, actually, yeah, you're about to see in a second, about 30 something seconds. You'll see like that little black exclamation point. It'll turn into a Pokemon. It's just like a little browser source that they let you have. Cause like the countdown's exactly the same for anyone who's got the game in it. So it's like the universal countdown. Because a lot of times, like when the Pokemon community game would come through, it's like, right, you get the name of it. Actually, and I have the LBR bot, which will tell you about it at least. Like it'll tell you the stats, like what tier it is, you know, and like what's the best ball to catch it with. But usually with the regular baseline game, it just says the name and that's it. But this actually gives you like a little visualization, and then you can kind of see because they come every 15 minutes. I remember one time someone's at event like end of stream before. I'm like, oh no. It'd be like, right. Actually, the funny thing is, I actually put my cup in the freezer. That's what I do. I actually make my coffee cold before I put any ice in it. I also poured a bit more coffee in here, by the way, too. I topped it off a bit more because I had one more coffee. But I topped it off and added a couple more ice in it. But yeah, if I just keep adding more ice, it will water it down like crazy. But oh my god, I put it in for a little bit too long today. And oh my god, it was almost like a frappuccino. It's kind of nice actually. Like it tastes, I don't know what I ate, but it tastes even better when it's like super cold and you don't need as much ice. Because I noticed my coffee wouldn't taste as good if I tried cooling it down with ice from the get-go. Like it would taste more bitter. Even though I don't add anything extra to it. But yeah, like I don't know why, but it's just something about it being frosty before you put the ice in. It's just so nice. Like it tastes sweeter almost. See, let me sew this little bit up. Oh, it was Yamper. Okay. Oh, what kind of Pokemon? Oh, it's a puppy Pokemon. Man, the cicadas are really going at it outside. I see. How long do your streams normally take? Typically 3 hours, but I started kind of late today, so it might be more of a 2-hour stream. It more depends on how soon Mr. Calfee gets home. Like if he goes to the grocery store after work, he's gonna obviously come home a bit later. Normally he comes home about right now, actually. Oh let me text him. If he's on his way home, because I forgot. He needs to get trash bags. Because usually he goes there anyway to get like a snack or soju for his dinner. I don't know if he's there yet or if he's still on the bus. Hopefully he's still on the bus. Oh, did he say around 7? Oh, okay, he went to the gym. Oh, that's good though. Oh, cause like normally he'd probably be walking the door now, meaning he's already past Top Mart, and it would be too cruel to have them go down. Oh, that means actually we could probably stream a bit longer today. Probably we will eat this. It's gonna be 6 soon. We're like about an hour and a half in, so he's probably gonna be back by like 7:30. That's probably when we'll hit 3 hours, I think. Or almost 3 hours, I'm not quite sure. Okay, no, that's like more. Yes, yeah, I guess we'll hit 3 hours by 7. Let's see. We're gonna have the sink here, and I'll put the cabinet probably here, and then like dangling down will be like little coffee cups. Okay. I have like I keep thinking I get all my yarn tails gathered, but like no, I have like more yarn tails just everywhere. Oh, actually, before I do anything, let me embroider. Pretending I'm gonna do like a surface chain slip stitch. That'll be easier. I'm gonna do it around the window. Oh, I did that one a bit too tight. Let's see, like, oh, have you tried crochet with a bigger hook and bigger yarn? Do you mean like, I guess bigger than worsted weight? And because I used to just do regular size amigurumi with the wooded cut size 4. The only problem is though, I've noticed every time I try to do bigger projects now, my hand does not like it because I had to stop crocheting for a while because of carpal tunnel, unfortunately. And what do you call it? Now every time I try to do bigger amigurumi or any kind of bigger crochet, my hand kind of goes numb if I do it for too long. I can kind of do it in small increments if I'm careful. But yeah, my wrists don't like it. If anything, I think the tiny crochet has saved my wrist because I crochet a lot slower. Because that's the problem with bigger crochets. You tend to crochet a lot faster. I used to crochet lightning fast. But I can't do that now. If I do, my hand goes numb. I do want to try one day, maybe I haven't tried the big plush yarn because I don't have the big enough hook for it. Because you need like to get like a giant hook, I believe, if you want to work with plushie. Uh-oh, I messed that one up. But I do one day want to make like a giant molong, but that would be like a very slow project. Like it would take me forever to finish it probably. Just for like my wrist health and all that. And I would say though, I kind of usually prefer smaller projects because they actually finish so quickly. Because like whenever you do like bigger projects, like especially if you don't finish it in time and your brain gets bored and wants to work on something else. That's like a big thing with crocheters, right? Like we always want to jump to our next project, project hop, and have so many whips. I feel like with the tiny crochet, I'm less likely to have whips because I finish them so much quicker. So I'm able to kind of jump to fresh new projects. Though bigger things like this though take a while, but I'm still like making individual tiny pieces though, so it doesn't feel like each little bit of this project feel like its own project within itself, kinda. So I'm making like lots of little things for it. Ah, shoot. It's hard trying to turn. There we go. Ooh, bless you. Oh no, I just heard some Majushi outside sneeze. Funny thing is, they actually say nothing here when you sneeze. It's crazy. Like, at least other countries have, like, their own version of, like, oh, bless you, or something like that, right? But, like, Korea, they just, like, look at you and look... and just, like, walk away. Like, they don't say anything when you sneeze. Actually, maybe I should have gone one under. I can see that blue. Ooh, actually, I might maybe put, like, a tiny... if I can make, like, a really miniature lace. You know, like, those, like, half-covered, curtains that barely cover anything, they're like kind of lacy. Maybe I should make something like that. Would be kind of really cute. But I'll save that for last, like once I've gotten most of everything else done. Oh my god, why will this not go back in? There we go. Oh, actually that other one's too thin. say, oh, we got to go. Bye. Oh, thank you for coming in, Maddie. And also, again, thank you so much for the follow and everything. It was nice getting to chat with you. Glad you got to see a little bit of our progress and got to see some of this little cute caravan. I'm loving how it's turned out, though. It's really cute. I hope my mom loves it. Actually, I should go one side over. It's a bit too narrow. Let's sew this up real quick. I might need to embroider some blue on there just to cover because there's like some white spots showing. It is either like if I crochet through the blue spots, then there'd be like blue spots on the outside of the window seal. I'm like, ugh. That's what I'm thinking, to either make like the little whatchamacallit, like tiny, like little curtain or something, because then it would cover it. I'm debating which is better, because I hate embroidering over, what do you call it, for the color change. Sometimes it can look kind of wonky. still feel like I need to do some blue on the side, but for the top part, I think I'll ignore the top part and only work on the side part. And then I'll do like a tiny little curtain or something. Alright, let's pull out the tiny hook and let's see. There we go. Oh, I got some right here. Oh god, I really need to reorganize this. Got some more here just in case. Yeah, I need to clean this up. Like, you see how tangled it's getting? I really should not let it get like that. Actually, before I do anything, let me Google like images of like old-fashioned lacy curtains and see what pops up. Yeah, something like this, right? Like those like little half curtains. I think they're real cute. Oh, here's some crocheted ones. They're really pretty. Granted, I'm not gonna like do this intricate design. I don't really know how to make lace. Yeah, like something to like the 16th. I guess I'll just do like regular double crochet. I don't know if there's like any kind of like tiny lace pattern I could do. I'm just gonna increase in each stitch, hopefully to get that kind of like flowy look. Actually, I realized I think the easier way to do it is just make a square and then like gather up the fabric because like it's not creasing like I want it to. Okay, now let's change this. I guess I'll just do 20. Now I'll probably give it like a little scalloped edge. This is always the worst part, trying to go through the chain. Especially with the micro crochet. Alright, I think that should be long enough. Yeah, I'm gonna add like a little scallop edge. And just my luck, I ran out of thread, so now I've got to join on more. But here, like our little tiny curtain, I made it much longer so that way I can like gather the fabric a little bit so it looks a little wavy. So I might do that, but I need my thinner needle though. Okay, let's see. First, it's gotta sew up this end. Okay, there's a bit of like some fuzzy, so I'm gonna be careful and try to melt them because it's polyester thread, so it's okay. But I gotta be careful because sometimes it will accidentally like singe the thread off that I need that to sew it on. Ooh, see, that looks so much better. Okay, now the shorter yarn tail, I'm going to use that to gather it a little bit. I'm going to use the long one to sew it onto the little window seal. Get this curtain nice and cute. go. Now we got a nice little tiny curtain. So I'm gonna anchor it down as much as I can in the spot I want. Bring this back. There we go. Let me see if you can see this. We got ourselves a little cute half Lucy crab. I probably actually could have gotten away with one row of double crochet. I probably didn't even need that second row. Ooh, look how cute that is. Don't worry, like, I know the edges are kind of ugly and wonky, but they're gonna get glued on anyway. But look how cute that's gonna be. Cute little curtain, and it matches like the little sponge. I like debating if I should starch this maybe so that the little folds stay how I want them. Let's try that actually. Let's put a little bit of fabric glue. Use a thick, because I don't really crochet, I don't really use these thicker darning needles anymore. I kind of use them actually to transfer glue. I'm gonna stick fabric glue in between these crevices so hopefully they stay. I'm gonna put some inside. There we go. Hopefully that made them look a little bit more pronounced, and hopefully they'll stay that way too, so they won't budge. Okay, I guess we can start on the cabinets then. Also, wait, let me see. If I want to follow the thickness of that, I think I looked at. Oh, wait, I think I did. Okay, there we go. I really just needed to know how much to chain and how many rows to do. is round 3, I think. Yeah, okay, 'cause I gotta do 6. Always the stitches on the side of the chain are always so tight to go through. Try this needle to open them up.
Maybe we can grab some coffee?
You wanna go get some coffee with me?
Hey, welcome in the Shield Maiden. How you doing? We're working on the little kitchenette. We just finished a little window panel and a little vintage half curtain. It's supposed to look kind of like those like vintage lacy half curtains. But I did the little sink over the weekend. And we're making it the second cabinet that's gonna be on the top part, and we're gonna also have some little coffee cups hanging down. This is gonna go in this inside of our little caravan we've been crocheting. Here's like that other side where you can see like outside the window. Here's like looking inward. Oh, thank you. Wait, I think I've seen you somewhere because your username looks kind of familiar. Let me name off a few. Like, I feel like I've seen you in a recent stream. Was it Ophi's stream or Crafty Jellyfish or Cleansey? I'm trying to think who else. Oh, Cheerful Zoo maybe? I think that's the last person I rated was Cheerful Zoo. I feel like I've seen your name before. It looks so familiar. Did I do 3 crochet? I can't tell. Oh no, I guess I did. Oops. Let's see. Oh, I run in similar crafty circles, lol, and I also stream under another Shield related account. Oh, maybe that's why, because I feel like the Shield name is what's getting me. Like, I feel like I've seen that username before. I know, like, there's quite a few big known crafters, like, you know, like Him for the Day, Grumbly, 9.5 Pig Stitch, Mike Moans, there's quite a few. Oh, maybe that's where I saw you, because, like, I was recently just in a Pig Stitch stream just for a tidbit before he raided out. Wait, is that his real name? I just realized I never knew Pig Stitch's real name. I didn't know his name was Justin. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking maybe, because that was really something recent I was in, just the other day. I saw he was live and I went to click on it so fast, because usually he wasn't live. Normally later my time, usually he's like live in the morning for me, and I usually end up missing his streams because I'm like either still asleep or haven't gotten on the computer yet. An hour too hot for brain cells this morning. Oh my goodness, right, this heat's been way out of hand, honestly. There we go, we got the bottom panel done. Well, I used to, what I would do is I would make multiple panels and sew them together, but now I'm like, screw that, I make one panel, or sometimes 2. But since this is gonna go up to the top, I don't need a crochet panel for it, because no one's gonna see it. It's gonna go right up to the ceiling. So this will be the bottom part. And I actually probably, before I get too far along, I do want to do a couple rounds already. But I need to add some little hooks that we're gonna have like little coffee cups hang from. This is going to be like a really shallow cabinet. It's kind of like those, like, you know, like that cabinet in your kitchen that's like usually sometimes above the fridge and it's got like, it's like no one can ever really reach it. It's going to be like one of those kind of cabinets. I don't have to do too far, but first I need to go through the back loops. Kind of bring the shape down. I found it's just easier crocheting one panel and then doing a single crochet edge, because I do the single crochet edge anyway when I sew them together, and just work the back loops and then just add paneling, and that's how you get like a nice boxy thing. Sometimes I will say like making multiple panels still looks fine. I think I'll do it for bigger ones, but like for small items I only make one panel or 2 depending if I need to close the top off. Right, yeah, the waffle came too short to reach. Right, and it's like, I always probably would put stuff that you hardly ever touch in there. But the problem is like, there's really not much room to put anything like big, like right if you got like a mini fryer or something that you like only touch a few times a year, that'd probably be the perfect spot to put it there. But I would not put no spices up there because then you're gonna always be having to go up there for spices. Like that'd just be annoying. Oh, that is true, right? That's like the one where you have the snacks so you know you'll eat that you'll eat once, and right? Oh my god, that's like the best way to do it, is just hide it and like so that way like out of sight, out of mind. It's also the best like when you find hidden snacks or a bag of chips that you forgot about and you're like, oh, I forgot I had these. It's kind of like that. It's like Christmas that day, you feel all happy and giddy. Oh my god, I actually used to hide my snacks and then my sodas in my yarn to hide from, because I grew up with 3 siblings. So there was 4 of us all together in a family of 6. So you know we were deep in the trenches when it came to snacks and stuff. These were like snacks I bought with my own money, by the way. Like, this was like post, I had just graduated high school and I had like a little bit of money that I had, what do you call it, like, because at the time I was taking Taekwondo, and Master Kim wanted me to start helping out with some of the kid classes, and he would like pay me 20 bucks a month. And no, not a month, I'd take that back, a week, not a month, 20 bucks a week. And I'd use that for a little bit of gas, and the leftover would be used for like, I would get like those cheap Sam's Colas from Walmart, because you could get like a whole 24 pack for like $5, I think, back then. I don't know how much they are now. And I would hide them in my yarn, and it worked for so long until one time my sister found it. And I was like, how does she, I was like, did you see me reaching out? She's like, no. She just walked past my yarn one time, and she's like, she said a little voice in her head told her to like check in there. And basically what my yarn thing was, it was just like a hamper I think we got from like the Dollar Tree or something. It was like a very long vertical hamper, so it fit perfectly to put the soda can thing in there and then cover it with yarn. Right, probably costs a kidney these days, right? Like, it's crazy like how expensive shit's gotten. I'm not in the US at the moment though. I live here in South Korea with my husband, who he is Korean but I'm not. But like, I remember being shocked when I visited last year. Already the prices were kind of starting to soar. I don't think they were as crazy as they are now. They were starting to get a little bit higher, and I was a little bit sad. I'm like, bro, one of the things I was so excited about moving back was that I was finally gonna have affordable milk and affordable like fresh fruit and stuff, and now it's like everything's expensive. It's like, ugh. We're gonna have to go back to the ye old staples of like lots of rice, dry things. I actually bought like a big old bag of dried beans just so they'll be like shelf stable. And I want to like we're starting to like make our own homemade chili and stuff. It actually honestly tastes way better than what you can like get with pre-cooked meals and stuff. Plus it's really hard to get Tex-Mex food here in Korea. Like, it's abysmal. Like, if you cannot live without Tex-Mex food, I do not recommend living in Korea. Maybe you can get away with it in Seoul, but even then it'd be like expensive though, because you gotta eat out. And or best way is, before you ever come here, bring all them spices. Now you can get cumin here, thankfully. Like, I can get a big old thing of cumin, but it's really hard to get the chili powder. That's where it's hard, because if you try looking for chili powder, you're just gonna get regular Korean chili powder, which is very different and it's very spicy. And the flavor is completely different. Like, it's not the same. Here's a Feather Phoenix, how you doing? I see. Oh, also currently fellow expat. I'm in the UK for hubby's job. Oh, damn, so it's like, right, like you escaped the US and it's like, it don't matter. I heard it's everywhere though. Oh, I heard it's really bad in Canada. Like, I saw someone taking a video of the Canadian prices in a grocery store, and I was like, excuse me? It was absolutely horrendous, but I need to give Hello Phoenix a shout out real quick. But I gotta show you what we've been working on, Feathered Phoenix. We're finally working on the top cabinet now. That I made like I made a little sink over the weekend. And today during stream we just finished the little window panel. That's gonna also be kind of like the back part of, it's like a little kitchenette thingy. And we just made the window. I made like a cute like little curtain. I actually embroidered some bubbles onto the soap so it looks like it's just been recently used. And then on top will be like our other cabinet, probably about like here. And they're gonna be like quite shallow cabinets, but hopefully I want to do is I need to get probably like double up a layer of some cardboard. And actually one of them I need to bend it in half, the top part, the top panel, to kind of hopefully push this up a bit more because it's kind of sagging low, right? And I want it to match the door. See, like it doesn't match the door when I push it up like this. Then it can like match. So I need to like, I was gonna do that with the little kitchenette, like make it tall enough that it kind of pushes everything else up. And then hopefully maybe tomorrow, see how much I get done tonight, we can like work on the bunk beds. I've been wanting to work on that too. Oh my god, right? They have Monopoly money these days. I don't get it. Right? Like, oh, it's like kind of terrifying. And this is actually pisses me off so much. And then you have the government be like, what are we gonna do about these low birth rates, boo-hoo? And I'm just like, bitch, y'all live in mansions, you got lots of money, and you sad the public don't want to be having babies no more. People can't even feed them damn selves. Like, what the hell? Like, it's stupid. Like, no one wants to bring kids in with these food prices, and not to mention healthcare, because like, oh my god. At least in Canada and the UK you have like free healthcare, but in the US, so many families were like literally one accident away from being on the streets. Like my family was like that too. Like they used to have health insurance until the health insurance dropped them. It was, well, they didn't drop them specifically. It's more like it dissolved, like it dropped everybody. I think it went bankrupt or something. It was called 10 Care. Thankfully, my parents got to use it for my sister Emily when she had really bad kidney problems, and right after that dissolved. So like, that would have been scary if they dissolved before she had her issue for kidneys, like, because then she might not have been able to go to the hospital. I know, right? And I get so mad when people are like, well, people back in the olden days had kids during the Great Depression, and I want to be like, yeah, they did. And were they happy, bucko? No, they freaking weren't. So it's like, they're kind of like saying, come on, you need to at least be miserable to have kids. Like, no. We're smart these days. We're not dumb. We have access to birth control, so now we can properly family plan now, right? We're not going to be popping out a bunch of kids that are going to freaking die of dysentery. You know, like, look at those people back then. And not to mention how many of those kids didn't make it to adulthood, you know? People had a bunch of kids back then. It's because a lot of them didn't make it to adulthood. That is why. And it gets me so mad. I get so mad, especially like, was a girl on TikTok who was like, she definitely comes from like a wealthy-ish family. The one with, I think she had like 8 brothers and sisters or some crap. And she's like, you just gotta make your priorities straight, blah, blah, blah. My mom was a stay-at-home mom. My dad was able to feed us all on his salary, blah, blah. And she's like, you don't need to have that extra new car. And I'm like, honey buns. A lot of people don't have a brand new car. A lot of people are running on their freaking lemons trying to make it last. And you want those people to somehow still have kids? Like, get off your high horse, hun. And it's just like, oof. And it's even funnier because then for like people who do have kids, but they have like one though, like it's like a new thing of like the one and done kind of thing. And I've even seen some like politicians get pissed about that too. They're like, you need to like have more kids, and you can't just have one. It's like, bro, all we can barely afford to have is one. Right? Yeah, so many of those kids didn't make it, and neither some of the mothers too, right? And actually it's like, ugh. Like, I would like to live, thank you. I love the soapbox that I'm here for, and also, hey, Mom Boss Lady. Mr. Coffee's not here just yet. He went to the gym tonight. He'd probably be walking in maybe like 30 minutes. I know, right? Mom was like, yeah, one was more than enough for me, right? But my poor mom, she had all 4 of us. And it's funny because her mom also had 4 kids. That's why, like, it's kind of my dream to, like, make my crochet business eventually hopefully take off. I don't know if know how successful you can be with a crochet business, but I have seen some few names, like when I look at like Repeat Crafter Me, like she seems like that's her whole career. Granted, she makes patterns and stuff, so I think that's really the more the route I have to go. But I'm trying to add like a new element of like streaming to it, because I feel like that's a great way people get to kind of know you, is through streaming. And I'm like, I want to hopefully have it one day where I can hopefully actually take care of my mom and my dad and like have them live with us in their old age. And me and Mr. Coffee, we do want kids, but we only probably want one. I think that's all we can really afford is one, honest, at this moment, honestly. I feel like I'm missing a stitch. I think this is one. Okay, because I don't want to skip one. That would be very bad. Oh, Mom, boss, I got you a little sink I made. I made like a little tiny sink. Over the weekend and today during stream we made the back window, and it's got like those old vintagey like little curtains, but here's like the little sink I made. I even did like the classic old yellow dish sponge. I even embroidered like little bubbles onto the soap with like a lighter pink. I'm just gonna slap on this to the back and we're just gonna glue it. I know like the edging looks horrible, but it's gonna get hidden anyway. Yeah, it's gonna look like this, so there's like a nice little sink, and then up above we'll have like some coffee cups hanging from the bottom cabinets. Hey Tantor, how you doing? Almost missed your chat. Right, I was a bit of a oops. My sister was kind of planned, and then 6 years later my brother came along out of the blue. Funny as all four of us were accidents, though. I don't know how they made it. And the sad part is, what makes me sad is that I found out later, like, you know, as an adult, that they had a lot of credit card debt. I think they just recently paid it off. And also, thank you for the hydrate, Where's Bears? Actually, can you believe it? Where's Bears? You're like, my first, I probably should let me take a long hydrate, because you're the first hydrate of the stream, actually, today. I think. Let me double check. I don't think anyone hydrated me. Nope. You are the very first hydrate. Holy shit. 1 of 10. I can never understand, like, God, I feel bad. So I'm guessing that says, I feel bad for it. I guess that's your mother-in-law? No, not mother, I mean your grandma. I'm almost brother, that's your husband. My bad. Damn, your poor grandma. You're poor. It's one thing, it's like when... I know there are some women who actually want to be like stay-at-home moms, they want to be housewives. I was actually kind of a little bit like that too. But it does suck though if you're with like the wrong partner though. That's the problem where it comes, is doing that with the wrong partner. But if you got like a great supportive partner, have plenty of resources, a safe home, I feel like being a stay-at-home mom with lots of kids is great. Probably it's really nice. But, you know, life's never that perfect, unfortunately. Let's see. Oh, I need to scoot and actually work on some stuff. But I look forward to catching your stream later, Coffee. Alright, the Shield Maiden. I'll probably on tomorrow. About. Hopefully, I'm gonna try to start a little bit earlier tomorrow. Alright, I have 3 aunts and 1 uncle left. And that's the thing I get worried about when I get older. So, you know, it's funny because people are like, every time I talk about like I'm scared of getting older, and people are like, oh, aging's fine. It's like, that's not the part I'm scared about. The part I'm scared about is like, I don't care less if I look old. We're all gonna get, as Charlotte Dobre would say, we're all gonna get fat and sassy one day and pruny. But I'm more worried about, 1, the health problems, like losing your independence, and 2, the older you get, a lot of, you know, it gets closer and closer to where your parents might pass away, if your parents are still alive. Because I know you can still be young and lose your parents, like a horrible accident or like illness. But even if you have like strong, healthy parents, you know, they're eventually going to pass the older you get. And that means a lot of older relatives, older family friends that you've known your whole life, they start to like, you know, die off one by one. It's like super depressing. That's like the big thing I really do not look forward to getting older. Especially like when I still think of them as like the same age as I did as a kid, and I'm like, wait, that was 20 years ago. And we're like, right, I'm fat and sassy on the times, and the most of the sassy part. Also, thank you for the posture check. Wait, it wasn't letting me chat for a bit. But there, I got you. Wait, really? Why not? That is weird. Or is it like, was it like your, I don't know if you're on your phone or if you're on the computer. Was it just being, is it like Twitch in general being weird? Or is it my stream specifically? Right, like it actually kind of makes me, it kind of makes me wonder like how many kids would have been spared from dysfunctional families if people just didn't do it because everyone else did it. You know what I mean? Like it was just a thing to do. And it's like now people are like, and here's the weird thing, it's like you don't even have to even really, well, I mean, you would have to be celibate, but you don't even really even have to be on birth control. It's like you would just not have to do the horizontal tango and like, right? And not be partnered up. Like, you don't have to do all these like societal things. You don't have to. No one's forcing you to. And you can like use that time energy to like concentrate on other like hobbies, you know, other pursuits of happiness. I truly think not everyone's meant to have kids, because I think that's why I kind of hate it when people are like, everyone should have kids. I'm like, no, they should not, because don't forget about the Frito people. Frito is God, who, like some YouTuber calls them Fritos, the people who like minors, you know, those kind of creepy fricks that nobody in society likes, even prisoners hate. Yeah, those kind of people exist, and yeah, they do not be having any damn kids. Nope. And then there's the people who are like emotionally unavailable, who have like mental illness, where it would be like, you know, catastrophe. Like it would just be a catastrophe if they had children, because you know that poor kid's gonna grow up in a horrible home life. And it's just like, oof. Oh, that's crazy though. You would have had twin brothers. My friend actually was a twin, but her other twin, she technically, I think she said she ate him, technically more like absorbed him. But yeah, she absorbed her baby twin, so she would joke that she was the stronger twin. Be like, right, yeah. Oh, I'm the only one in the family with a kid. Neither of my siblings have any. My sister doesn't even have a partner. No interest in shacking up. I feel like that's good, especially like what's the state of like, especially America right now. Probably safer. And that's the thing. I feel like now people realize that they don't have to shack up and have a lifelong partner. They can just be happy by themselves. I think I know a teensy bit of why people are like this now. If you kind of think about it, it partially is, I know they do blame social media. I think it partially is in a sense, not actually social media, but like more phones in general, is that nowadays you're so accessible to other people, like your boss, your other friends always contacting you, and you're kind of like socialed out, that you have no more energy for a partner sometimes. And I think that's the big problem. Like, oh, even with poor Mr. Coffee, like as soon as he gets home, guess what? Bakbuggy, like this is the little nickname I gave the European marketing director, he'll start emailing and calling freaking Mr. Coffee, because the problem is that the time zone, because Bakbuggy is in France. So by the time he calls Mr. Coffee, it's like his lunchtime over there, I think. And it's like, Mr. Coffee just got home and is about to have dinner. Like, leave the poor damn man alone. And they would not have been able to do this back in the day with the limited technology. It's like this technology has made it where you can't escape people sometimes. And the problem is if you try to ignore them, they'll be like, hey, I know you got your phone on you. They try to call you out, be like, hey, why are you not texting back? And it's like, bro, you're one of the billions of people who text me. Like, oh my God, I need some me time. Especially for introverts, it's a personal hell, honestly. I love having the way the phone is, because I don't even like to use a phone as a phone. I like to use it as like a mini computer, so I can just go on YouTube and play videos and music. Literally, my phone is a glorified camera / MP3 player. That's literally all it is to me. That's what I love about a phone, but I hate the super connectivity. I know for extroverts maybe they love it, but like for us introverts, it's an absolute hell. It's like you can't escape. And but on one hand though, it's like it's nice because then I'm able to like connect with my family more, especially like, right, if this was back in the old days, I probably would I'd be like writing them letters and stuff, and those could get lost in the mail. So it's like a weird, part of it's great and the other part's like kind of sucky, like a double-edged sword. And it's just like, we're too connected a little bit sometimes, and I think it's draining people. Like people feel so out of touch and just like so like their social battery, even for extroverts, I feel like it's just absolutely drained. Ah, they were all was born in 64, my older brother 65, and me in 66, and in 69 baby brother, and then 74. Dang. Oh yeah, your sister born in 66, that's the same birth year. She's the same birth year as my dad. Yeah, mom was 69 and then dad was 66. Let's see how this is looking. I probably should maybe do this now, but I need to add some little hooks to like the edge before I glue in the panel. I probably should do that now. Cut these yarn tails out. First, let me cut a panel out, something that would fit. Grab a scrap of cardboard. Let's see what will fit. Now this one's too thin. Let me see if I got a bigger, thicker piece. This one right here. Ooh, it's actually a good size. I just need to clip I always like clip the edges a little bit. Oop, Mr. Coffee just got home. Right, I would love to get letters, not bills in the mail. Right, that's another thing too, right? Most people's like mailbox is just nothing but junk mail now. Just the only concern is that it's more like it would take a long time though for my family to receive those letters and cost money. At least with the phone, like, or we're not even using texting. We're using whatchamacallit, you know, like Messenger or something. At least it's free. And it's instant, like they get it pretty quick. Right, my phone's on silent at 9 p.m. Only my parents and husband are exempt. Everyone else can wait. Here in the UK, I believe it's actually illegal to contact colleagues out of work hours. Right. Well, we're in Korea though, and Korea's like, frick you. What's it called? Work-life balance. The work-life balance? Who is she? We don't know her. Like, yeah, that's unfortunately the vibe here. That's why Mr. Coffee's excited to like hopefully eventually move back to America. Because that's what they're trying to be fair though, like Black Buggy's trying to teach him to be like his position, because Mr. Coffee's basically going to have his position, but over in America, because they want to open a branch. And they're hoping, he, like in the next maybe year and a half or two, he can like move over there. Like, he's still got to finish his degree over in America, I think before, and I think he'll work on commissions. But once he has his green card, which will probably be a year, we can probably get a year after living there, because I have to work to make a certain amount because I need to sponsor him. Let me see, wait, how's Mr. Coffee doing? Oh, I'll wait till he comes back in. He just went straight to go jump in the shower because like it's so hot. It's like just going outside, you'll be like a sweaty mess. Is this a little bit too long? I feel like it might be a little bit. Where is it to? It shouldn't be though. That looks like it fits perfectly. Trying to make sure this fits snug before I glue it. I'm gonna go ahead and like cut up just a little, make it a little bit less wide. Let's see. Oh, 8 p.m. Sorry. But yeah, that's a good rule. Like, I'm glad they passed that, because like I feel like they should. I don't know if America has any rule like that, because I have heard people say that their boss tries to contact them outside of work hours a lot, and or their day offs, which is just abysmal. Like, at least back then, you could like, right? They would call your landline, and if you just didn't have to answer, and they ask like, well, why you didn't answer? Be like, oh, I was out for the day, right? And it'd be a they could not do nothing about it. Now it's like, you can't say shit because like people have their phones on them 24/7. I guess you could always say you were watching a movie, because that's probably like the only acceptable way. But the problem is, how many times can you use that though? You know. Yeah, I didn't even open the door yesterday. I just didn't feel like dealing with the outside world. God, right? Like I hide from the outside world most of the time. All right, let's get some wire. Cut up a little bit. It's too thin. Uh-oh, where are my wire cutters at? Oh, here they are. Let's see. Oh no, I had to do line drawings of pets for a pet portrait today. I'm procrastinating because pet portraits scare me. Is it like, do you have like a hard time drawing animals maybe? Because that's like one of the things I kind of had a hard time drawing were animals. Like all I was really ever good at was drawing faces. Like I could not draw bodies, I couldn't draw clothing. Sometimes I could draw hair, but not really that great. But I would be able to draw faces. That's why I kind of, I don't want to say gave up on drawing, but like I don't make it my main thing anymore. I had to like learn too much. Like I had to keep like learning and learning and learning. And sometimes my skills will like take a, like, if it's been a while, they'll like, what's the word, retrograde? Like they would kind of fade away and I'd like relearn again. But with crochet though, I always seem to be very consistent, thankfully. And I might be like, oops, lost my phone. Or you could like say like, oh, I was mugged. Oh, the problem is if you try to say you were mugged, they probably would ask for a police report. Alright, let's cut. Like 3, I think will be good. And this will be the front. I want the good side. Go ahead and where's my little plier? I like to bend one end. So that way when I glue it, it can't slide out. Let's see, where, so let me bend all these first, get them ready. At least my client is well aware I usually don't do pet portraits, so I've managed their expectations. That's good. I know, right? Like, I feel like, especially if you're not used to drawing animals, it's like a whole different beast. It's a whole different learning curve. Right, yeah, so I guess like fantasy animals are probably easier to draw because like you can kind of do whatever, but like when you're doing a pet, right, it needs to look like the pet. I feel like any portrait actually will be terrifying because like I'll be scared it doesn't come out looking like them and the person will be like super disappointed. Let me go ahead and actually let me do one in the middle first. Where's like the middle at? Is that the middle? Let me see. Yeah, it's about the middle. Ah, there we go. Oh my goodness, I thought I wouldn't be able to get that through. I made these extra long because I'm going to curl them and cut them, and I just want them to be like the same. Okay. Go ahead and dab some glue on there. Have I not tried wolf yet, though? I remember I made like a wolf back in high school, but the thing is I kind of mostly just copied a picture I found on Google Images. My teacher loved it, though. I didn't trace it, but I did like the whole where you kind of look at it constantly and try to do your best to copy it. But every time I try to make from scratch, like from my own brain, I just can't. Like, I need a reference picture. Oh, we done some Alice and Bald Eagles. They were okay, but definitely need more practice. Okay, that one will stay in place. Now let me get some other ones. I guess I'll do 1, 2, like 3 stitches apart. That one up. Oh, right, yeah, I have to have rest as I have mild aphasia, so I can't see clear images in my head. Actually, one thing I kind of thought was like how, you know, like how when you see like images of AI, I always feel like that's kind of what I feel like how our brains look at things when we try to imagine something, but we don't have like that clear image in our head, and there's probably some weird details that our brain forgot to add. Just kind of feel how AI kind of looks a little bit. Especially when I see like AI, what do you call it? Oh, is that? I guess it is, but it looks a little off. Oh well. You know, like I love like the ambience videos on YouTube, but unfortunately some of them have been, like when I take a closer look, some of them are unfortunately AI generated. I can tell now though, it's usually easy, especially like if it has like some really weird stuff in the background, like things are shaped kind of weird. Like most of the time the couch will look fine and the coffee cup will look fine, so I actually think they're not fully AI generated. I think just like the background's been AI generated and maybe the extra little details, and they only purchased, because I think, because I know a lot of these like 3D ambience, like landscape kind of things I see on YouTube, a lot of them will feature a lot of the same product, like same images, like I think they probably buy the 3D images from somewhere, like probably Gumtree or like Fiverr. And so probably what they did is they probably bought a couple, like a handful of 3D images, and then the rest they just like use AI, I think, to fill in the gaps. Because like the animations will look fine, so I think they're purchasing the animations at least, like the raid animation, all that looks Gucci. But yeah, it's usually like the background like settings, like sometimes like a chair, like a lawn chair will look kind of funky. Oh no, the rent went up again? Oh, it's like, I swear. Rent's just like out of hand out in the US. I'm gonna glue the panel on because that will actually probably help keep it in place when I try to curl these. I feel like right now they're gonna move around too much, so I actually want to let this glue. Not glue, I mean dry. Like here. Thankfully this doesn't take too long to cure. Ooh, what time flies, devotion time, but catch you later, coffee. Alright, I'll see you, Mom Bus Lady. Ooh, yeah, there's quite a few artists that do prints of their own work, which is much more affordable. I know, right? But then I guess you gotta deal with printers and stuff. Like print your own work. Oh, I will say though, like those big heavy duty printers that like are like industrial printers do look nice though. Like I'm pretty sure that those are the only printers that will actually work nice and not screw you over like a typical HP printer. I like watched Catnip Stews, and recently they got like a ginormous roll-in printer, and oh my god, the quality in it looks beautiful, and they haven't had any trouble with it either. Cuts beautifully, prints beautifully, and it prints on all kinds of different materials, and it's just like, wow. Like, that's a real printer, but the problem is they're like, oh, they're very expensive. Okay, I'm gonna have to let that dry because it's still moving around too much. Hey Psycho Magpie, how you doing? Wait, let me give you a shout out real quick. I wanted to pop in and say hey, I'm running a little late, so I'm muted. As I start up, but I just wanted to wish you a wonderful stream. Hope you have a good weekend. Oh, well, thank you, Psycho Magpie. Yeah, we just finished. We're working on like a little kitchen area. I got like a little kitchen sink. Shoot. A little window with the cute vintage curtain, all that. And now we're just working on the top cabinet. Thank you. Shout out real quick. Which one? The black one? Oh, I put it with the purple cutter thingy. Oh, just to keep it together. So I wouldn't get lost. Oh, I put it in there. Hold on. Get off my lawn, bot. Alright, oh, I need to find a printer as in a company. I maybe have my first in-person booth. Ooh, at a Comic-Con in December this year. It's a scary thing to me, so I'm gonna have a friend share one. An very bad bot. Be gone. Be gone, you bot. Eyes are still kind of moving around a bit. Oh, wait, let me put a bit more glue right there. I'm gonna use a different glue though, this clear glue. It's a little bit less gunky, but I try to save this only for certain things because it's only a limited amount. Hopefully that will keep that in place once it cures. Let's see if I can still crochet around this. But we'll probably be ending in just a bit because Mr. Coffee's almost done cooking. keep getting glue on my finger because it's still kind of wet. Alright, now let's see if I can maybe try to curl these. I might want to cut them a bit shorter. Try to get them all the same length. There we go, now we got our little 3 hooks, and that's where the coffee cups are gonna go. Oh no, yeah, I wanted to ask you to help with the cream part. I want to type it up soon. I need to include some pictures. Let us... Wait, I'm trying to grab this easy. Come on! There we go. I'm gonna raise somebody new today, actually. It's a friend of Wolfie's, named Mike Moans. Alright, let me type real quick our little read messages. Ooh, need to photograph my... Ooh, Midnight Moth Violin. I'm totally stuck on what background I want to use. Wondering if I should go for a walk with my camera, a friend painting, and then stand in the woods. I'm sure people would look at me weird. Oh my god, imagine like... Oh god, be careful though. Like, imagine some Karens, call the police on you. Yes, subray. So if you're subbed, here are the emotes for this, for that raid message, and if you don't, here's our regular raid message. Alright, there we go. I got it ready on here. I'll see you, Feather Phoenix. Yeah, I'll be on tomorrow. Hopefully we'll finish this cabinet. I'm glad we got the little hooks in. That's what I probably need to make the coffee cups too tomorrow. Let me go ahead and